right, my favorite humans, it's time to sit down, settle in, and welcome to another episode of Exploring Thoughts with
Susie.
and Melly. Let's start that clock.
45 minutes. Go.
Ah! Okay. Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Welcome back. It's been a very long
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
longer than we thought it would be. I
It would
mean,
feel
it was
like,
still 2 weeks
yeah.
to the day, to the hour, apparently. She just told me that the last time we started recording at 6 o'clock, and
Tuesday,
it's
6 o'clock.
6:01.
And it's
But we
6:01
started at
Tuesday.
6.
Mhm.
I was just telling her I'm nervous. I was like, I'm nervous.
Yeah, she said she's going to be nervous for the rest of her life now. But honestly, I feel that because anxiety.
Yes, like, thank you. Now that song's in my head. Anxiety. You know me. Oh,
Well,
man. All right, so what's been new in the last 2 weeks?
what's been new? So I've
Mhm.
actually pushed myself to go to the gym at like 5 in the morning.
I be seeing the posts, y'all. I'm
You
like, it's still dark out.
no, for real, it's really weird to get out of your house with everybody still sleeping, go to the gym, and then come out of the gym and it still be dark.
But I bet that's got to be nice, like an
It,
empty, and you could just focus.
it's a very empowering feeling. Like I get home, I'm done. I can start breakfast. I can read my book. I can drink my tea, put some little creatine in it, and wait for the kids to
Muscle
wake up.
mommy.
The first 2 times I did it before Lewis had to go to work, so I had to be back by like
Yeah.
6 o'clock because he needs
Mhm.
to leave at 6 a.m. And the last 2 days, I've been a little bit later, so it wasn't that early.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's nice to feel like I can do. I'm not gonna say hard things, but hard things.
Yeah, we're adults and we still deserve the golden noodle, okay? That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying. We're doing hard things.
and it's complicated, but it's so worth it. It feels nice. It feels nice.
That's cool. I mean, routine, you know how I feel about routine. That must feel amazing that you've
Hmm.
got your little thing going on.
Yeah.
And I think I like ritual more than routine.
Hmm.
You know, it's my ritual to do this, this, and this, and
Yeah.
this. Because I also have my little ritual in the morning, just at work.
Hmm.
Because I get in before everybody else. So it's like I come in, I unlock the doors,
Hmm.
I do, settle up the kitchen, open up the offices for the day, write
Yeah.
out all the passwords, do any last minute things from the night or from the day before. And I am very like consistent with it every morning. And it's so mundane, but like I
Yeah.
love it because like when we leave, when the people come to clean, they turn all the lights off. So when
Mhm.
I come in the morning, it's pitch black. It's
Yeah.
dark in here. I love that. I only turn on the kitchen light and just sit in the darkness for a little
Enjoy.
bit because we don't
Hmm.
technically open until 8:30. I'm there a little. Sometimes I'm here about 7:45, 7:50. So it's like my little quiet time in the
Yeah.
morning. I'll set up for my coworker and I, and we'll and have the day.
Yeah.
Because,
You get yourself ready and prepared.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's easier once to have everything done
Yeah.
by the time you open. So that way, when you open, you're just sitting there like, "Hi, welcome. How can I help you today?"
I feel like that's nice because, like, waking up and doing something that makes you feel good sets your whole fucking day.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna be for real,
Mm-hmm.
it will set your whole day, and your day will get better just because you started off with a good day.
Easy, easy. Like everything's done,
Hmm.
so your mind's not as busy
Yeah.
when the morning starts and everything gets busy. But not everyone has the luxury to come in
Hmm.
early or wants to come in early because
Yeah.
why? It's not like I don't get anything extra for
Yeah.
it.
It's
It's
just
just for
something
me
you. Yeah.
personally. Like
Exactly.
a lot of they're like, why do you do that? You don't have to do that. I'm like, I know I don't have to do that. I want to do
Yeah.
that. It has nothing to do with anything but for me
Yeah.
personally. I love that.
Yeah. I think that's important. You find
Yeah.
what makes you feel good and what works for you, and you
Heck
stick with it.
yeah. I got my little headphones in.
Oh
So
yeah.
listening to music, I feel like I'm doing it. I feel, you know what? I'll tell, I, revelation. I feel confident
Yeah.
when I'm doing that
Yes.
because
Yes.
I've got like the set of keys in my hand.
You're empowered.
Yeah, I'm walking around the
Yeah.
office like I own the damn place. Like, okay, I gotta do this,
Mhm.
do this, do that. Like, I'm in it right now. This is me. Like I said that the last time too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really good at my job,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm really good at my job because I love the type of work that I'm doing.
You're happy here.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy here,
Yeah.
and it's simple shit,
Yeah.
you know. But hey, well, sometimes it's not. I'm just kidding.
There are days.
There are fucking days.
That's crazy.
We had a fucking day today.
Yeah, you were telling me today was not the best day. I'm sorry
But it
about
was
that.
okay. It was okay in the end. We have each other, so like it's easier
To go through
to
it.
deal with.
Yeah.
But she's leaving me, y'all. My coworker is leaving.
Like for sure, for sure.
She's leaving next month.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I'm happy for her
Yeah.
because she's gonna be moving to another state with the love of her life.
Aww.
Yeah, you know, she's got it. She's transitioning to another one of these there.
Mhm.
So she's already got a job lined up.
That's awesome.
I'm happy for them.
Well, I know you're listening, Miss Bianca,
Oh, yes, Banaka.
and you left us a note,
Yes, she did.
and it's so beautiful. It says, "Can't wait."
For this next episode. You're doing amazing. Woo!
We love that, and we love you. And I didn't know you were leaving, and now that I know, it makes me really sad. But
I
I'm glad
know,
that I
it's
got to see
hard.
you the few times, and I know you'll see this, and you'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah. She really is amazing though. Like I think that speaks to having a good I don't want to say coworker because she's become so much more than a
Yeah,
coworker, but the example of having or finding someone that you're so comfortable with
yeah,
and so close to work with
it
every
makes
day,
everything
it
better."
makes it so much easier
Yeah,
because I know both of us would collectively lose our shit if one or the other wasn't there, you
yeah,
know?
that's good though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's a really like it's a really cool thing. I've been fortunate enough at this company to like who I'm sitting next to because I've
Yeah,
worked at a couple of different centers.
yeah.
But you guys have all been amazing.
No, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that you have this job and you have grown a lot and committed
Shut
a lot of yourself to this job. So that's
up.
awesome. Proud of you, bitch.
Thanks.
So, what else has happened in the last 2 weeks? It's felt like such long 2 weeks, yet
Yes.
it kind of like flew by at the same time when I think of like what I actually did. I feel like every day kind of like disappeared because I can't really think of much things that we did except like go to the water park. We took the kids to the water park. That was nice. Um, one thing that isn't nice though is it's so fucking hot here in Florida.
It is hot.
I can't, I can't, I can't stand it. Like it literally drives me mad to be living in this type of like,
She just wakes up and is angry at the
yeah, no, for
sun.
real. Like I hate
No,
this
but it
fucking
is.
temperature. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
But global warming hasn't helped either.
I know. I don't want to live here anymore though.
I don't either. I would like to leave.
Let's go. I want to buy land. Anybody else want to buy land? Because I want to buy land.
I want a farm.
I want a farm. I want a big vegetable garden. I want horses. Lewis wants horses too.
Horses.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the cows. I want
Oh, I
cows.
want cows, yeah, for sure.
Chickens for sure. You pop some eggs, baby. Um yeah, I wanna get the fuck out of here. I wanna travel. Like I don't want me and the kids to be stuck here
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of our lives. You know, like I've been living here for the last 20 something years. I got here when I was 7 and now I'm about to be 32.
Yeah.
So I've basically been living here all my life
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to do that.
I think that's a big thing with I think that is a big thing with millennials now. Like at our age, millennials, they're ready to leave. Like, and I'm not just talking about Florida. I'm talking about the states. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
we have struggled
Yeah.
the way that generations haven't struggled before. Well, I don't want to say that because obviously other generations have struggled.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but these new generations aren't feeling what we're trying to fix it for them
Yeah.
with what we're doing, you know, and the mindset. And I don't want to get too political or anything like
Yeah, I
that,
was
but
just gonna say.
the climate.
Yeah,
We're doing things to make it better for the next generation,
we're trying.
the way that the last generation didn't
Did
do
not.
that for
Yeah,
us, is what I'm trying to
yeah.
say. Not that we're struggling more than anyone else, but I think because of that, and that we are kind of on track now that we're a little older, because everyone goes through the shits.
Mhm.
But now we can do it. we
Yeah,
can we can leave, you know
yeah.
and travel. It, I don't even know if it's really, maybe it's part of the human experience, that after a certain period of time in a place, you're ready to go elsewhere
Explore. Yeah.
and explore.
Leave the nest.
But I think it's really big now with our people our age.
I think it's okay. So I've always wanted to leave Florida specifically, and now more like the U.S. But I feel like right now people are getting up and leaving
Mm-hmm.
more so because of the political reasons than
Yeah.
anything more. But I don't know. I think humanly it's good to live some other place. I
Yeah, I
think
don't
it's
think you should
good.
stay in one place for your whole
No.
life.
I think understanding new cultures and learning new ways of life is important to live a better life. And the only way you
It's
can do that is by exploring.
exactly experiencing different cultures, different ways of life.
Yeah.
I think it broadens your horizons, not just like intellectually, but you know how you've got IQ and then you've got EQ, like
Mm,
emotional. I think that's really a big part of
mm,
self as well.
yeah, yeah.
And I remember the first time traveling outside of the country, and it was just so. And as actually, I should rephrase this, because I used to travel to Jamaica all the time
Mhm,
as a kid. But as an adult, my first time leaving the States and experiencing the you know, Europe
mhm,
was mind blowing.
mm,
I felt like a different person when I came back,
mhm.
because I got to experience that, and not just see it or read about
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but be in it,
Live it.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
definitely changed me.
Yeah,
I think travel changes people,
yeah,
and I think it changes them for the better. And the more people travel, or the more people get up and go do things and experience and have that exposure to culture and diversity and
yeah,
all that, will change or shift the perspective of humanity now
yeah,
for the better,
yeah. I agree.
for sure.
I agree. I feel like
So go
not
travel if
yeah,
you
I
can.
yeah, I was gonna say like not to talk poo poo, but if you're not traveling or you find yourself saying things like I don't want to travel, I don't like traveling, I feel like that's like such an enclosed mind.
Yeah, they're scared.
Yeah, they're
Maybe you're scared
scared
of
and
something or change.
well, you don't gotta go to some crazy ass fucking place, but travel, get to know your land, get to know even if it's just where you're living, at least explore the area,
Yeah.
you know?
Dude, try a new place like
Yeah.
to eat, or maybe a different place to shop that's not
Hmm.
a big brand or something. Because I think even those small experiences add up to, like,
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah,
Gives you courage, pushes you to try new things, and
makes you feel a little spicy.
makes you feel a little wow. What am I gonna do today? Let me try this coffee shop. No, but for real, for real.
Why do you sound like that now?
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's a hot
It's
chocolate.
okay. Yeah, she's having a
I
hot
decided not
chocolate.
to drink coffee so I wouldn't be so hyper, and now it's the hot chocolate.
I think you're just excited. I'm excited too. I love this. I've been looking forward to this. I think 2 weeks is too long.
I
but
unfortunately agree with 2 weeks being too long, but
but
I
I don't
guess
know, because like I feel like once, if we do try and do this every week, we'll be like, this is too much.
I mean, because we have problems, bro. I'm so sorry.
No, life happens. Life
Yeah,
happens. And to give us some safety, a safety net. I think
yeah,
every 2 weeks is okay, but maybe we get a little two and a half,
yeah. You
like not
never
2.5
know.
weeks, like a episode 2,
Yeah, I get
episode
it.
two
I
and a
get it.
half,
Yeah,
episode
I
3.
guess we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
we'll like. I mean, we see each other every Tuesday, pretty much no matter what.
Yes, because of the
S- Yeah,
wedding.
because of the wedding. So it's like I don't know. We can see
You
what
sneak it in
happens.
there.
See what happens. But you know what I wanted to talk about today?
What?
Something that I feel like you struggled a lot with this week because we talked about it a few times,
Oh,
and I feel like I also struggled with it
oh
this
no.
week,
I'm scared, yo.
is letting people be.
Mm,
Letting people do what they're going to do because they're going to do it no matter what, and letting yourself take control.
yeah.
And this all comes from my book, Let Them by Melrose. I mean, Mel Robbins.
Melrose.
Not Melrose. I'm so
Melrose Place.
sorry. I'm sorry. Let Them by Mel Robbins.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need to touch base on that because it's important and a lot of people struggle with it. Why is it so hard? No, more like, why do we have to take everything so personally?
Ugh. Trauma?
Trauma.
Trauma because like
Hmm.
why?
Yeah.
Why are you not, like
What did I
I
do
don't know.
wrong?
Yeah, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
We don't have to get into the like why we're talking about this, but we can talk about
Yeah.
the
I
big
just
things.
couldn't let it go. I just couldn't let it go. I was actually talking about it all day. All
Yeah.
day today it bothered me.
Yeah.
And there were I this will bring us to our deep dive section of the
Wow.
day. Yeah,
Look
which
at
is funny.
that.
We didn't plan this. I in the car before we came up here, I told her I was like, I know what the topic for the deep dive is going to be, and I'm not telling you.
She 100% said it.
But I just couldn't let it go
Hmm.
today. I was fine. You sent me a message. I was like, okay, I felt better,
Hmm.
and then
Came
it
back.
just came back, and
Yeah.
I kept going. It was funny enough on the way out, one of the guys who was sitting in the lobby in the front on a
Hmm.
call, when he was leaving hours after all of this happened, he was like, "Happy 1 year anniversary," because he heard, what we were talking
Uh
about.
huh.
Yeah,
Oops.
I was like, "Oh my god, how
Well, thank
sweet!"
you.
Yeah, well, thank you, because he doesn't know, what's going on, but
Yeah.
like, it just started me all over again,
Yeah.
and I was just like, okay,
Yeah. Thanks.
trying not to take it personally because it's not their fault. They don't know, and just let it go but that's the problem with being human,
Yeah.
okay? You just can't let it go
Yeah.
because logically, just let it go. It's
Hmm.
nothing personal.
Yeah.
They don't hate you.
Yeah.
It's not anything against you.
Yeah.
They appreciate you.
Yeah.
All of these things, that logically. But then you go through the experience and it's like,
Feelings.
what the hell?
Feelings are like,
Feelings.
hello.
Feelings. Yeah, like
Do
I'm
you
not going
remember me?
anywhere.
You're a fucking bitch.
It's like clearly they're upset with me. I've done something wrong. All of these things that I in
Yeah.
the I feel like it's two kinds of the extreme. Either you're saying I because you're self-absorbed,
Yeah.
or you're saying I because you're like
Panicking because you did
panicking, like
something
I did
wrong.
something, like you're
Yes. That's
traumatized.
my issue.
It's like two extremes.
Yes.
So it's like you have to just let it go. But again, being human is
It's
like
hard to
it's
let it go.
hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Ego also plays a
Ego.
part of that.
Yes.
I'm not an egotistical person at all. But that hurts.
Yeah.
That's your ego. Like, why
Hmm.
didn't I get recognized? This and
Yeah.
this. Like, why, you know?
Yeah.
So I your message to me just hit me like a ton of fucking bricks, okay? And that brings me to the deep dive
Which
and
is
detour.
honestly crazy because we're a minute, we're literally 55 seconds away from the 25-minute mark, which is the beginning of our deep dive. So
Oh,
the fact that we just been on point, like I started the conversation which led into the deep dive, and now you're starting the deep dive literally when we're supposed to start. It's just crazy. Anyways, go on.
it's our internal clock thing. I don't know.
Let's do this.
Okay, so best friends.
Yes.
That is so when it's a little more serious, it'll be a deep dive. When
Okay.
it's a little more laissez-faire, it'll be a detour. Today's a deep dive because I don't know what I would do without my best friend.
Oh.
I was seriously in it today, in my head,
Mhm.
and I wasn't gonna say anything to you because this happened early in the morning, and I wasn't gonna say anything. I kind of, brought it up to Jose, and he got angry. He was angry,
Yeah.
about the situation,
Yeah.
and like, say something, say something, say something.
Mhm.
And I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Excuse you.
Like, I get it. You're angry for me, and I
Mhm.
love that you love me so fiercely,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, Bianca was, really sweet about it. She was also telling me just they, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, without saying too much.
Yeah, whatever. You get it.
And I messaged you, and you sent me that message, and it was like it was not like some long paragraph or anything. And I know you were inspired by the book that you're reading,
Mhm.
but just in that moment, I knew this is what I wanted to do the deep dive on, because the way I felt like seen and heard, and the fact that she had the space for me, like she has space for me always, always. And I know I do the same for her too, but it's different when you're feeling that, that feeling that you get from your best friend.
Mhm.
You're not going to get that from, I'm sorry, a regular friend. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
You've got friends, you've got acquaintances, you've got family, and then you've got your best friends.
Yeah.
And I have two. I have Susie and I have Cachet. And I don't
Ricochet.
know what I would do without either of them, because man, you don't ever feel, and it's different, and I'm separating this from who you're with.
Mhm.
Okay? You don't get this feeling from anyone else. I
Yeah.
don't feel loved the way I feel loved by
Yeah.
you and Cachet, by anybody else. And we all have friends.
Mhm.
We all have friends. We all have people we're close to, close friends, people you wouldn't want to live without.
Mhm.
But nothing compares to that like almost soulmate feeling that you get from having a best friend. I know I can look at her right now, make a face, and she'd understand what I'm feeling in that moment. And that's hard to get,
Mhm.
from just anybody.
Yeah.
It is. And
It's true.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do without you guys. I drop your best friend stories, shout out your best friend. Tell us. We want to hear about, your best friends and your adventures, because Susie and I be getting into it.
It's true. It's true.
We have a whole season of previous episodes that, while they were about topics, definitely involved our adventures together.
100%.
So like, that's 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 crazy. I know it wasn't super long topic, and please feel free to step in, because I know I said a bunch just now. Um, but I love you.
I am speechless. You know I don't like gooey, booey,
I
gooey stuff.
know, I
You make
know.
me feel uncomfortable.
I'm
But it's
sorry.
because I love you too, and I don't want to cry on the podcast. That's weird. We're in an office space. But I love you very much, and just know I'm always here for you. And
Ah,
that's my goal in life, to be here for the people that I love, and hold out my hand whenever I can.
meow.
And I love you very much. And you can always reach me. Reach me, call me, beat me if you want
You
to
did
beat
that
me.
so backwards.
Yeah, I know. I'm
And
sorry.
she's very uncomfortable right now.
I am. I'm ridiculously uncomfortable. I'm sitting in the chair like,
She's gonna, and I can feel her
I
back
love her
tense
though.
right now.
I love
Because
her
it's
very
like,
much. It's the lovey dovey stuff.
I know. I'm sorry. I
It's
love you,
because I don't want to
bitch. How about that? How
cry.
about that? I love you, bitch.
I love you, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
Yeah.
Really sweet. It's because I'm really trying, and I'm trying to not only help myself be better, like with these type of situations where you
Hmm.
start getting emotional and things start feeling heavy and like life starts seeming to suck type
Yeah.
shit. And I want to help myself and I want to help the people around me because it helps. It
Yeah.
helps to
It
be
does.
reminded that it has nothing to do with you. Like almost 99% of the stuff that we go through has nothing to do with us and
Yeah.
everything to do with the other person.
You're
and
right.
and even our anxiety and our not wanting to and whatever the fuck also has things to do with somebody else. Like we put so much power in other people in the bad way
Mhm.
that it's nice to, help be a reminder of, hey, you're the one in power right now.
Yeah.
Don't worry if there's someone else not giving you what you need right
Mhm.
now or want, because, I'm here and everything's fine,
That's
you
all
know?
that matters.
Exactly.
But as lovely as all that was between us just now,
Hmm.
being a best friend is hard.
Yeah.
Being a best friend is very difficult because just that sentence that I just said about how beautiful it is, excuse me, that she always has space for me, that's difficult. That is difficult to always hold space for someone, even when you're going through it.
Yeah.
Because I know there have been times on both of our parts when we're both going through things, but still holding space for the other person. It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, it is
Some
difficult.
and we're humans too. We have emotions. Susie and I argue.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
disagreements. We get I don't say we get mad at each other because
No,
I don't really get
I don't
mad
think
at
it's been
you.
like that extreme, but we've
Yeah,
gotten
but
into our
we've gotten
banters.
into
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
disagreements and
Hmm.
shit like that. And it's hard to argue with someone that you care so much for. It's the
Yeah.
same way you don't want to argue with your spouse. You
Hmm.
don't want to argue with your best friend.
Yeah.
That love, all that's there. It hurts more when it's being done that way.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Shay and I, we've got a longer friendship on the on the table here. We've gotten upset with each other. We've cussed each other out. We've gotten so into such a heated argument in middle school. The crowd in Spill Out formed around us and was like, "Beat that hoe! Beat that hoe!" We went to Norland,
We
so
know.
they were like expecting a scrap in Spill Out, bro. Like we've had the periods of time where we've gone without talking and end up talking again.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, if Kashay and I weren't talking for however long,
Mm.
and she or I messaged each other to be like, I need you.
Yeah.
That's it. All gloves
You
are off.
drop
We're there.
everything.
You drop
Yeah.
everything and you're there. And that's difficult.
It's
It's
difficult.
difficult, but it's so rewarding because I love the both of you so
Yeah.
much. I really do.
And I think even though it is difficult, it's at least from my point of view, it's easy for me to drop everything
Mm.
and go and help my friend, because not only does it make me feel better, but it helps me avoid what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It'll take my responsibility out of my responsibilities,
Let me
and I
help you
put
with your
myself, let
shit
me help
because
you
I
with your
can't
thing,
deal with
baby.
my shit
That's
right
exactly
now.
100%. And I feel like that's a good, thing of
It's a
being friends.
distraction too, yeah.
You allow yourself to, take a break from what you're dealing with so you can go help your friend deal with other things.
Facts.
But also, let's take a moment and acknowledge that there are some people that can't do that, that can hold space for people.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard because you care about these people. I'm sure we've all experienced this some point in another, whether it's a friend, a relationship, a coworker, whatever it is,
Hmm.
where they're just not able to hold space for you. They can't, you know, do the basic things that you think
Yeah.
are normal. But that's okay too, because like we said, everybody's going through their shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference between regular friends and best
And best
friends and
friends?
acquaintances and stuff.
Yeah. Jose also says a lot. You can't expect people to be you.
Yes, that's what Lewis says all the time.
Like,
People don't have the same heart as you.
exactly.
People
Which is
don't.
disheartening for people with hearts like
Yes,
ourselves.
because it's like, oh, so you really don't give a fuck. But that's
Exactly.
not that's
And it
not the
hurts
concept.
more.
It
It hurts
does.
so much
It
more
does. Trust
because
me,
it's like
bitch.
I thought you loved me. I love
I know,
you.
right?
What
It's
are you
like I thought
talking
we were
about?
coolly bowling,
Yeah, like
dude.
I would do this for you. What the fuck? I would do this for
I feel
you.
like I went through that a lot in my whole life. Like in my
Yes.
whole life, I've been in
Yes.
those situations where
It
I'm like,
is.
what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I, and it hurts, but it's harder for other people. And sometimes you gotta learn your spot.
Mm.
Like I feel like people like us that have big old fucking hearts and are
Yeah.
like so like, come to my house and be here. My door's
Yeah.
open for you.
Exactly.
That when other people don't do that, you're like, oh God, like
Oh.
this is what did I do wrong? Like, is there something?
Yeah. Am I too
Am I
much?
too
Do I do
much?
too much?
Yes, but that's just
Like,
not the reality. People are just
dang.
different.
Yeah. Ah. That,
But you got to
see,
learn your place, you know?
I would say with my who is it? I think it's Yesenia. Is always like, shit makes my ass itch. That conversation just now. Like, what the fuck?
It's hard for us.
It is.
But that's in the book too.
That's ick. That's
A big
ick.
part of the
Ah,
book
man.
is
But
allowing people to be
that's
not
you learn
connected.
your place and you move on and you find
Yeah.
people who will be that way for you,
Yeah.
because people will show up for you.
Yeah.
They will be there for you. They can hold space for you. You just have to find them.
Yeah,
And
100%.
it's not like we go out looking for best friends. This shit
Hell
just
no. Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, for real.
This shit just happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the market for a friend.
I was not in the market for a
I
friend
was
either.
not.
I didn't even want to go to class. Like, okay.
And yeah, like I don't know. I think those are the best friendships though. The
Yeah.
ones that come. It's like the people that you fall in love with. They
Yeah.
come when you're least thinking about it or not looking for
Yeah.
it. You'll find love when you're not looking for it.
Yeah, it's true.
Whether you're in a relationship or a best friend.
Yeah, or shit, a coworkership, whatever the fuck.
Facts. I
Yeah,
had no
man.
idea what the fuck I was getting into when I got here, but I'm happy I landed where I did with all three of my peoples.
Yeah. 100%, baby.
You know, I was gonna wait and see how long she would go without saying anything
Oh
about
God.
it. Um, and I'm a little upset that she didn't mention what we're planning to do.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. It's
She
because
let
it's
31 minutes
oh
of the
crap.
45 minutes
We literally
go.
have 13 minutes left.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys, here's a big thing. So me and Melly Pelly
Mhm.
are going to see
Lola Young.
Lola Young. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. But I'm so fucking
Yes. But
excited.
guys, it's not here.
It's
We're
in
going to
Georgia.
Georgia.
Are you kidding?
We're
We're
going
gonna
to
take the
Atlanta,
car.
Georgia. We going on a road trip. Y'all don't understand. Susie and I have been friends for 10 plus years, and we have never ever taken a girls trip, just the two of us.
Yes.
Ah.
Like ever. And
Like,
by ourselves,
what?
like what
Yeah.
the fuck?
This is exciting. I'm
It's
excited.
so exciting. We're gonna be leaving on a Tuesday.
Yes.
The concert's on a Wednesday.
Yes.
And we're gonna drive back on a Friday.
Yes.
So we'll be back like Friday night or Saturday morning. I really don't know, but we'll be back.
We'll be back.
We are gonna be recording an episode while we're there.
Yes.
So that's gonna be
special content.
hell yeah, super special content. You'll see us at the concert. We're actually probably gonna buy the tickets tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're buying the tickets on the day our second episode came out.
Yeah. So when you're listening to this, hopefully we already bought the motherfucking.
We'll post it. We'll post it when we get the
Ticket
tickets.
spot, baby.
Ticket spot.
I'm so excited. We well, it wasn't me, honestly. It was Melly. Melly Pelly decided to make a PowerPoint for our dudes, and we had a Friday Night SmackDown.
Friday Night SmackDown. WWE. All right, no, don't hype up SmackDown like that.
I'm sorry, but we did not have that. And after everybody, whooped their ass, we put the PowerPoint on, and we're
so
literally starting it, right? And the boys just look at us. Boys, our men,
yeah,
are looking at us, and they're like, "You want to go on a trip? Just fucking go on a trip. We don't need to see this
We're
shit."
We're like, shut the fuck up and listen to the goddamn PowerPoint.
We're like, you know how long it took Melly to fucking do this? We are sitting, and you're going through all the fucking slideshow.
Bro, I had to fucking erase backgrounds out of Bitmojis and shit.
It was beautiful. It was so highly well put together.
Thanks.
We'll probably put it up.
Oh, we could do that for sure. We'll do it like a carousel.
Yeah.
So you can see what we did.
So you can see it if you have any idea.
But
if any questions.
We going to Georgia.
We're going. It's set. We need to buy our tickets tomorrow, and then we need to start looking for a hotel and Airbnb. But like I said, this is like she said. We said this is our first road trip and trip together by ourselves, and it's just so exciting.
Yeah.
We've never done anything like this. We have gone on trips before, but not by ourselves.
Yeah.
And for me specifically, I ain't not gonna have no motherfucking kids. You're not gonna have your
Hey,
man sucking your titty the whole
hey,
time. You know what
hey.
I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just super, super duper 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 excited. And
Yeah.
if you're gonna be at the concert at Lola Young, on November 11th, I believe, in Georgia,
Tell us.
tell us, let us know, comment down below, cause we wanna meet you, bro. We wanna say hi.
Hey.
And party all night long with Lola
I don't know
Young.
about party all night
No,
long.
till like 10 p.m. and then I'll be fucking
Susie
sleepy.
starts falling asleep at like 10 o'clock.
I'm full on sleeping at 10 o'clock. And if not by 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
I'll have to like be like, Susie, wake up.
I'll wake
Wake
up
up.
early. I'll just go to sleep. Yeah, you
No,
see? We're the opposite.
well, no, because what the fuck we gonna do at 5 o'clock in the morning waking up? While we on vacation, I'm just trying to find out, please.
I'm not gonna
She
wake up
want to
at
go to
5 in
the
the morning.
business center.
She want to go work out at the business center at 5 in the morning. Then she want to go outside and do the podcast.
So why don't you just sleep in and then you stay up later? You don't got nothing to do on vacation. It's just you and me.
I
There's
can't
no
sleep
men to
in.
take care of. There's no children to take
I
care of.
can't.
There's nothing. Fucking stay in the fucking bed
I'm not.
with your eyes closed.
I will
I'm a
get
chloroform this big.
I will literally.
I won't. That's a crime.
Listen, police. I think I will be up, maybe getting us some breakfast or something. But it's hard for me to stay in bed. It hurts my body.
It hurts your body.
It also hurts my body to stay up too late. That's why I go to sleep early. Like I'll
What,
be laying in bed.
what am I supposed to do then?
You're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wake up early. What you mean? We're
'Cause I
gonna have a
can't-
great vacation.
I'm gonna wake up early. Shoot, this bitch want me to wake up early on vacation. It's
I'm gonna
already
open up the
we
windows
ain't
at
buying
like
the tickets
6
yet.
a.m. No, I'm kidding.
I get up at 6:30ish, 7 every morning. I get up at 6:30, but I don't get out of bed. I don't get
Okay.
out of bed until 7.
7 is fine.
Okay, but then you got to stay up. Since I'm getting up
Stay
early,
up till
you got to
what
stay up.
time?
I don't know, not super late. I'm old too.
I
but
mean, if
like,
we're doing something, I can stay
well,
up.
yeah, we'll do stuff.
But if we're just sitting there watching something, I will fall asleep.
we are
My
going
eyes
to
will get
be in
heavy.
Atlanta, Georgia. We
Okay,
need
so
to
we're gonna be
be
exploring.
eating and exploring.
Yeah, hell yeah. I am
Okay.
so down for that.
We're exploring our thoughts in Atlanta, Georgia.
Fuck yeah. We're gonna take these mics on a road trip.
Yeah, no. Well, we got to take them if we're going to do an episode. But
Yeah.
we will be posting pictures of our journey and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
for sure.
But that's not until November. There's going to be lots of other content in between.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
just really excited, and we just decided that we're going. So I was a little surprised she ain't bring it up. She don't
I
really want to go with me.
honestly completely like disregarded the fact that we were going. I was just like, we got this podcast, we got shit to talk about, and then she wrote this thing, and then I just like things have been all over the place.
She did write such a beautiful note. Thank you again, Banaka.
It's
That
really
was really
cute.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the stories.
Oh man, I remember, of course, with like 5 minutes left.
What?
I did want to say something
What?
about Lux.
Okay.
So we were approached by someone on Threads, trying to animate our Bitmojis for us.
Yes.
Something that we had been speaking about previously before they even said anything to us, and we were like, let's do it. We'll go down the rabbit hole with this person. We'll check it out. If it's a bad experience, it's a bad experience. If it's not, it's not, and it's great. We were talking about pricing and all that stuff, and they said that it would be free. They just are trying to get their start also. They had wanted to do something like this before, but weren't presented the opportunity. So basically, we're like, yeah, if it's good, we like it, we'll promote it on the podcast.
Yeah.
If not, then we just won't move forward. She did a great job.
She did a phenomenal
job. So we did want to shout her out. If you have
her Instagram tag is the Luxy Girlies. That's the THE Lux LUXE and Girlies GIRLIES. No dots, no nothing. Just the Lux Girlies. She's actually really, really nice, and her product is really awesome.
Yeah,
the way that she does her animations is great.
It was just a lot of work on our behalf because a lot of our Bitmojis are together.
Yeah,
so it
it's
was
a little complicated.
A little more complicated to get both both animated without matching or lining up or syncing and having both talking at the same time. So, we obviously decided not to go forward with it because it was just too much work on our behalf
Yeah.
to have to do.
But you guys should check her out.
Yeah, seriously, because we saw her other stuff is really good.
Everything is really good. She seems really cool. She's like getting the hang of everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If
we
you
wanted
have
to
any
say thank you,
instinct, yeah.
and we appreciate you, and we hope you grow.
With
Grow.
us
Yeah,
also,
you grow.
because that damn, 40 minutes. Damn
Yeah,
it.
we're rounding up.
You guys are awesome. We both have been more on our social media, and kind of engaging with you guys a little
We've
more.
been trying. Yep.
And a lot of opportunity happening on Threads.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are growing their brands, growing their business, helping each other out, follow for follow, promoting each other.
Yeah, I
And
like that.
I like that. That's really
Mhm.
cool. That's just something that I haven't gotten a sense from social media for a very long time.
Yeah.
It has felt very commercialized,
Yeah.
very, targeted
Mhm.
versus very organic. And I guess because Threads is new, it's still in the hands of the people right now.
It's like
And
flowing.
so, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was really awesome.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share that too.
Yeah.
If you haven't followed us yet, please take a look at our socials. We're super active now. We post clips from the episodes, things that happen in between. Susie, if you don't mind.
Yep. Find us on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at underscore exploring thoughts underscore. You can
Yeah.
also email us. Email us your information. Email us stories.
Email us
your information. That
Susie
seems
trying
weird.
to
I'm not
commit
like,
fraud. Don't email us your
me your
information,
credit card. No, but email us your stories, your thoughts, your fucking, I don't know, man. I want to get an email. That'd be my coolest thing. Getting an email
I
from
was
one of you
just
guys.
thinking.
That'd be the coolest thing.
She's always pushing for these damn emails.
I know. So email us at exploring thoughts.
Somebody
with
send
two
this woman an
S's.
email.
2 S's at gmail.com because I really want to open up an email from like a fan. That would be the coolest thing. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it would be cool because people don't call into the radio anymore.
No, and not to mention we're not a fucking radio, so nobody can call us.
The whole concept of calling into a radio is dead. We just had a client talk to us about that people don't do that anymore. He was like, "Oh, I have an idea for your podcast. You guys should take live callers or something. People don't do that anymore."
Like, bitch, how am I gonna do that? I don't have a radio. Great idea though.
No, but eventually I would like to do a live.
I would like to do a live
when
as
we
well.
have a decent
people that
following
like
who will actually watch. Y'all, please add us on our social.
Yeah, man. Hit the follow
Talk
button.
with us. We're super
we hit more than 50 on Threads. And
Yeah,
we're
no,
rounding up
56.
on Instagram and we're rounding up on TikTok and everything
It's
else.
happening slow, but we appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
happening. It's happening, and that's the point.
Yeah, man. We appreciate every like, comment, and fucking subscription. I mean, subscribe. But anyways, we need to round up this.
Yes,
We-
ma'am.
we
We have
love you
43
guys.
minutes.
Oh, I have 2 minutes listed on mine.
We
Anyways.
have 43 minutes and 10 seconds. and
Oh, I
counting.
see. Yeah, we have a minute left. Anyways, so yeah, we're rounding up. We love you guys. Thank you for coming and listening.
Yes.
And if you didn't, rude. But
Oh, bro, for a second I thought she was telling me I was rude because I sighed. I was like, what? But I get it. No, she right. If you ain't listening to us, you're rude.
rude as fuck. But yeah, we love you guys. And until next time, stay weird, stay real, and stay you, baby.
Bye.
We love you.